Today we are making the world's best coffee cake and a beautiful fruit salad to go with it. Alrighty, so we start with 2 cups of flour. We're going to sift it. You don't need to sift it. I don't know why I'm sifting it. I'm just kind of in the mood for sifting. We have our large baking dish with cooking spray in it. Ovens at 350. We're ready to go. So we have our 2 cups of flour. We are going to add to that, for sifting, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda. We are also going to put in a cup of sugar. I have a little bit of brown sugar on top, but this is mostly white sugar. I just ran out of white sugar. It was just all clumped together in giant rock-like lumps in the bag, so I just did mostly white sugar, but a little bit of brown sugar on top. This is a cinnamon walnut coffee cake, in case I didn't mention that. Here we are, sifting. See how easy it is to sift when you use your colander? Alright, and there we have our beautifully sifted ingredients. We're going to add in a tablespoon of grated orange zest, a key ingredient, to be sure. We will put in a sprinkling of cinnamon, but most of the cinnamon is going to go in layers. There's a layer in the middle of the coffee cake with cinnamon, brown sugar, and chopped walnuts, and then we have a layer on top. So we're just putting a little bit of cinnamon in with the dry ingredients. Now for our wet ingredients, we are putting in 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. And if you don't have sour cream, yogurt is a decent substitute. It will actually, in my experience, give it a lighter, fluffier, spongier kind of texture, which is in no way unpleasant if you don't happen to have the sour cream. We put in half a cup of oil or room temperature butter. I'm using oil because it's more frugal. We'll do our little splash of vanilla extract. It's fake. Now, the recipe calls for 2 eggs. And although eggs tend to be a nice frugal source of protein, eggs have gotten really expensive lately, and I don't have that many eggs in the house. And I would rather save my eggs for eating purposes, like making scrambled eggs for the kids. So, instead of eggs, we're going to put in a little bit of vinegar, because the vinegar will react with the baking soda and make the coffee cake rise. Like magic. Splash. You don't want to put too much, but maybe a tablespoon, and it actually does work. I've done this many times. So vinegar, white vinegar, is a super frugal substitute for eggs, or if you just don't have eggs in the house. But of course you're losing out on the moisture that the eggs would have brought to the batter. So I'm also going to add a little bit of milk just to make sure we get the right batter consistency. And then we stir it all up. There we have our nice batter. We're going to put half our batter into our baking dish. And we spread the rest of the batter on top. And we do a top layer of walnuts, cinnamon, and brown sugar. And now this most amazing coffee cake goes into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. While it is baking, we're going to cut up some fruit to make a fabulous fruit salad to go with the coffee cake for a fabulous breakfast. Yes, we are. Alright, now I know you probably don't need me to teach you how to make a fruit salad because you just cut up fruit and put it in a bowl. What's special about my fruit salad today is this is the fruit salad brought to you by Dumpster Diving. We got pineapple, mango, and apple. One thing I really like about having pineapple in a fruit salad is the juiciness. I don't like a fruit salad where all the pieces of fruit are kind of dry and just kind of sitting on each other. I like them when they're all slopped together and juicy. And in case you have a fruit salad that you put together that isn't juicy enough, and you don't have canned pineapple, you don't have the juice from the canned pineapple to put on it, I'd say you can always add some white grape juice to juice it up a bit. Or apple juice, maybe. We'll do our apple first because that's the easiest. Next, the mango. Now it's got that big old ovular flat kind of pit thing inside, so we're going to cut on each side of the pit and then cut down the sides. That tastes good. Mango is my favorite. While I'm at it, I'm going to do 2 more mangoes. These were mangoes bought on sale for 50 cents each last week when there was a great deal at the grocery store. That first mango was a dumpster mango. I want to cut more because I love it and because I'm going to cut up some chunks to have in the kids' lunch boxes tomorrow because I'm planning ahead for the school week. I'm also going to put another apple in since I had to throw out some of the brown bits of that apple. We want things to be in balance. Now for the pineapple. Now, one thing about fresh pineapple is that irks me. Well, there are actually several things that irk me about fresh pineapple. One, it's a pain in the neck to cut up a pineapple, and it's just a mess. The juice just goes everywhere. And because of all those little eyes in the pineapple, I always feel like you're wasting so much pineapple because you have to cut down to get those eyes out. So if you have a juicer, it's good to save all that stuff you cut off and juice to get the pineapple juice out, or else it just seems like you're wasting too much. I am no expert on the slicing of a pineapple, but show you how I do it. First we're going to cut off the top. All right, top off, and then we're going down the sides. All right, the outside is off. Now we need to get rid of that inner core. And I've seen people with a device where you shush it down, shush it in there and it cores it for you, but I don't have that. So I'm just going to cut it up and then cut the core bit off because it's kind of hard. And we can juice it too. We'll throw it all through the juicer. Okay, so all that for juicing, and this is going to be the edible part. We will cut up. Okay, small bits of mango are going in the bowl. Longer strips are going to go in these little containers into the fridge so they can go in the kids' lunch boxes tomorrow. We are planning ahead. All right, my hands have already touched every single piece of fruit, so I'm just going to stir it all together with my hands. I was thinking the Color Pop from pomegranate would be a really nice addition, but I think my older daughter ate all our pomegranate. We had a ton. We had those I dropped it on the floor. We had those 18 pomegranates that Frugal Daddy got out of a dumpster a few weeks ago, and God knows we enjoyed them. Alrighty, there is our beautiful cinnamon, brown sugar, and walnut layered coffee cake with the orange zest. It's amazing, I assure you. Mine actually baked for about 40 minutes. I don't know what the deal is with my oven. I guess it's not as hot as it says it is when it says it's 350. Though, God knows I burned stuff enough in there. Let me get the Frugal taste testers. Alright, Frugal baby taste testers, are you ready for some coffee cake?
Yeah.
You're welcome, my daughter. What do you think?
It's
What do you think?
Alright, girls, what did you think of the coffee cake?
great.
Great. Is it the best coffee cake you've ever had?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Alright, so try that recipe at home and make some fruit salad.
And give us a comment down below if you like this sweet video.
If you like this sweet video.
Uh-huh.
And click to subscribe.
Up here.
Alright, thanks for watching.
Bye.